Welcome to the Superficial Values Pod for the material girls who like the funnier things in life. Hosted by your girl, codename Chanel. Hey guys, welcome to Superficial Values Podcast. And yes, you guys, I started a podcast. I'm so excited. This is officially the first episode, and I have my co-host. Well, she's not a guest co-host, but if y'all like her, she'll be back. Joe, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Joe. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, so let's kind of start off with how we met.
Oh.
But not all of it, because you guys, it's kind of crazy.
We met at
Joey's.
We wouldn't call it trauma bonding, but
it was a little bit of trauma bonding.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of trauma. Yeah.
We met on a Monday after a Sunday.
Listen, a Monday after a Sunday fun day. And I didn't even meet her. I met her friend. And I'm not going to get into, I don't want to tell y'all business. But her friend I was at Joey's by myself eating. And her friend was at Joey's by herself eating. And we were just kind of like, her friend was just going off on the phone. And I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So then she started talking to me, and then Joe popped up. I was like, oh my God, they're both pretty. Let's be friends. Okay. No, but
that's how it usually happens.
And yeah, it was just some things that happened with their other friends, and we just bonded over that. Because the night before, I went to the Drake concert for the third time.
She's a Drakeaholic.
Drakeaholic, the Drake concert for the third time. But yes, so what was I gonna say? I forget what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Okay. So she's also new here. She's from California. So we both are from California. But I've been in Houston. Oh, yeah, you guys. I moved to Houston. I mean, I know I kind of announced it. But, yeah, I'm here in Houston. It's interesting. It's a little bit of vibes or whatever. And she's from Bakersfield, California.
Yeah, little town. Really.
Wait, so are you liking Houston?
I'm actually loving Houston.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you be doing?
I don't really be doing much.
Scamming niggas? Scamming niggas?
I'm not there yet. But I just like the atmosphere. It's way different from Bakersfield, because Bakersfield is just small and
right.
a lot of
Do you guys have one mall?
Yeah, we have one mall.
Just one?
We have one mall. We have super malls or whatever, where Target and stuff like that. Oh. But we have one Valley Plaza Mall.
Wowzer.
And it has all the basic stuff in there. You know, your Forever 21s, your Charlotte Russe. I feel like the last time I've been there, they kind of upgraded a little bit.
Yeah.
But
every time you leave, you come back, they try to change it up a little bit. Same thing with San Diego. It's still the same shit, though. The clubs is whack as fuck.
Oh, my gosh.
I love Cali, but the clubs don't got nothing on Houston and Dallas.
I went to a club in San Diego, and I was like...
Wait, what club did you go to?
I don't even remember. It was when... I think it was 2019. It was when those earthquakes was happening.
Oh, wow. Not earthquakes.
Yeah, it was earthquakes were happening in Cali. And then my friend, we went for her birthday. And then we went to this club, and we were just
oh, it was just whack. Wait, you told me about experience in the club. You said that was your final straw.
Oh, when I got left in the club? Or
no, when you were trying to get into the club, you was that was your final straw.
Yeah, so that was in Bakersfield. It was my friend, it was her birthday, and we had went to eat, and we were all dressed up. She was dressed so cute. She had this cute pink dress on. And it was just giving bad bitch birthday. Everybody was looking like bad bitch, okay?
Right.
And she's she's light-skinned, and then me and our other friends, I'm brown. She's a little bit dark-skinned, it was a mixture. It was a mixture, but we were all black.
It was a rainbow. I love to hear it.
So we went to this place called Casa Tequila.
Okay.
And it was my guy friend's birthday too. They had the same birthday, and he was like, "Oh, pull up! I have a table. Y'all good? Blah blah blah." And we were like, "Okay." So we went to dinner, and then we went to Casa Tequila.
Okay.
And they wouldn't let us in the club.
Gasolina. Okay.
They wouldn't let us in the club. He was like, "Oh, well, I have a table. I have wristbands." They're like, "Oh no, it's too many people. They can't come in."
What did you think it was? Because you were?
Yes.
Y'all were black?
That was a Mexican club. I don't care.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let y'all in.
And they would not let us in.
And they didn't care about y'all that y'all were pretty, everybody looked good.
They didn't give a damn.
Wow.
And then we just looked at each other are we getting denied in the club? It was just LA would never, but
yeah, LA would never, but they would do it. They would, but then they wouldn't. They coulda, shoulda, woulda.
They'll text you hey, your friend can't get in.
Yeah.
And then you be like, oh.
No, LA, the promoters would be like, oh, text pictures of your friends.
Text
Like
pictures of
back
your
in the day,
friends.
they always be like, take pictures of your friends before you get in there.
Or send their IG or send their, I'm like, all my friends is cute, but like at the end of the day.
Right. So speaking of LA, Calabasas, we was talking the other day about the sister thing with like the Kardashians. Yeah. And wait, okay, so are you, and I don't even watch the Kardashians. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I get their names mixed up. I remember one time I was saying in one of my videos and y'all were like, that wasn't Kim, that was Khloe. I don't know. I don't keep up with the Kardashians. But what I will say is this whole Team Kim, Team Kourtney thing, like I really feel like, I don't know, I feel like Kim, I don't know.
Is a weirdo.
A little weird.
Just weird. A lot weird.
A little, yeah.
She gives victim vibes. I don't know. She just tries to switch shit up, it seems like. And she's a Libra, a lion-ass Libra.
Oh, wow. You have something against Libras.
No, I'm a Libra moon, but Libras be lying.
Oh, okay.
They be lying.
She said Libras be lying.
They be lying. That's why it's lion-ass Libras. If you look on Twitter and type in lion-ass Libras, it's going to be like a whole thing because everybody says that. Everybody says that.
Is there any Libras in the room with us right now? Because I feel...
And it's so funny. My friend's a Libra and she be lying. And she was like, oh, I just act like I don't know what's going on. But I really know what's going on. I'm just like...
Wow.
So you're a liar.
I actually said that in one of my story times. I was like, something about Libras. Like, I don't know what it is, but... It is what it is with them cue cards. Do you feel like you have pretty privilege?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do.
Wait, hold on. Let me read the definition because I sure did hit up ChatGPT for the definition of pretty privilege. Sure did. And it says pretty privilege is when people who are considered good looking get special treatment just because they're pretty. This means that they get better jobs or just treated better by others because they are considered attractive to society. So, do you feel like you have pretty privilege? Tell me an example. Because like this is a superficial values podcast, so we're going to be talking about shit that it is not going to be super deep. Yeah, back to you.
So, I went to get an oil change, and then the guy, he when you get your oil change, they tell you, oh, you need this, that, in a third, it's going to be $100-something. I'm like, okay. And then so he's working on my car, and he was like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Wow. And then he was like,
exact words?
Yeah. And then so then he's telling me, entering everything, and he was like, oh, what's your number? What's your email? Blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh yeah, I gave you my 50% discount. Have a beautiful day. I want to see you next time. Make sure you bring your hair. And I'm like, okay. So I ended up paying I don't even think it was $50. I ended up paying like $20-something for
oil change.
Oil change.
Okay. And that okay, what's some other examples? Because you told me about something that happened in the mall.
Oh, okay. So I was in Zara and
at Galleria.
At the Galleria here in Houston. I don't think this will ever happen anywhere else. But
maybe Atlanta.
Maybe Atlanta. Maybe. So I'm in the mall with my friend and I'm shopping and I'm in the men's section because I like to shop in the men's section to get my shirts and stuff like that. Yeah, just a shirt. So I pull up a shirt. I'm like looking at it in the mirror, and this guy comes. He was like, "Oh yeah, whatever you want, I got it." I'm like, yeah. Mm-hmm. He just talking.
Was he gremlin kind of looking?
No,
looking?
he was older. He was giving probably like 50, 55-ish, but like. Still young. He was black, so he still had like that young look into him.
Like I'm cracked. Okay.
So he was like, "Oh yeah, I got you. Whatever you got, I got you." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right." And then he comes up. He was like, "Oh, that's a nice shirt." It was actually this shirt.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, what are you gonna wear that with?" And I was like, "Oh, maybe some jeans and maybe some sneakers or some boots or whatever." He was like, "Oh yeah, that looks nice." He was like, "Where are you gonna wear it to?" I said, "I don't know, probably out or maybe go shopping in it." He started laughing, and so then I'm like, "Okay, yeah." So he goes with his friend, and then me and my friend, we're going. I'm like, okay, I seen something downstairs I want to get. So I'm walking downstairs myself. He was like, hey, where you going? I said, I'm going downstairs. He said, I told you.
I'm trying to trick on you.
I told you I was going to buy your stuff for you. So bring it here. So I literally gave him all my stuff. He was like, I'll meet you downstairs. And I'm like, okay. So I gave him all my stuff, and then we were downstairs looking at stuff, just
Were you by yourself?
I was with my friend.
Oh, okay.
And she just looked like, this is not happening. I'm like,
listen, pretty privilege.
I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, pretty privilege.
And he came back with a bag and he was like, yeah. He was like, whenever you in Atlanta, hit me up. I said, okay.
And he was from Atlanta?
He was from Atlanta.
See, it's an Atlanta thing too, because when I was in Atlanta during All-Star Weekend, this was a long, long time ago. I don't want nobody to come. It's like, when was this? Long time ago. We were in the mall. We was in that, I forget what the mall, Lenox Mall. and I was in, I think it was either Neiman Marcus or Saks. I don't know, one of those. I don't know which one is there. But I was with my homegirls, and I was looking at the Prada hobo bag, and I was like, nah, I don't want it, da da da. And then this guy came behind me, and he was like, why you like putting this girl through all this trouble and you not gonna get the bag? And I was just like kind of irritated that he said that, because where are you coming from all spooky and shit behind me, you know?
Right.
Because I be always immediately getting somebody trying to rob me. Like, even if I'm in a store, like, they're just gonna rob the store, I feel like. So he was like, oh no, get the bag back. And I was like, why? Like, I was just irritated. And he was like, I'm gonna pay for it. So he ended up buying me the bag. It was like $1,000. Actually, the hobo bag now is like $1,000. I think at the time it was like $800. But he ended up buying a bag, and then he was like, come out to I forget what the name of the club is. It's closed now. But he was like, come out to that. Future is having a like a show there or something like that. So we went out with them that night and went to go see Future, and he paid for all my friends to get in the club. Keep in mind, you guys, the section for Future was $10,000. It was $10,000 to see Future. So, and that's probably like my 4th time seeing Future. But nevertheless, I'll never get tired.
Right. Love Future.
But yeah, he definitely did buy that bag. I hate this for me. Well, no, I don't.
I was gonna say I don't.
I mean, it's literally, it's not as like simple or easy as everybody thinks. Because I have a story about the other day when I was at Tiff Treats, right? So I'm coming in, I'm like looking all cute and shit. And I feel like this is the cause of pretty privilege. So I go in there or whatever. I'm getting my, specialties, snickerdoodles, 2 sugar cookies, and chocolate chip peanut butter. And the dude is like, I have a $20 bill. The dude's like, oh, it's $10, right? And then I was like, I gave him the 20. He was like, oh, I can't take that from you. And then I was like, oh, no, take it from me. He was like, no, I really can't take that from you. I'm like, look, I know I'm a bad bitch, but I don't want you to lose your job giving me no free cookies, right? But then he was like, no, look at the sign. We do not take cash. You need to use your. I cannot take this.
She said, I know I'm a bad bitch.
No, he was really like, no, miss. It's actually because we can't take cash. It's the card. So
I'm just used to this, okay? No, and I just wanted you to know, like, I want to pay for my stuff.
I'm just like, listen, I'm sorry. I'm just used to this. So that's what I thought was happening. But I was very humbled that day. I really thought he was just trying to give me some free motherfucking cookies.
I know I'm a bad bitch, but you're going to take my money.
Really? I was like, I do not want you to lose your job over no damn cookies. Take this $10. And he's like, no, we don't take it. I guess they're all cashless.
Cashless, yeah.
That's a humbling experience. So, I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
But
she said no. Girl, let that man take your money. She said no. Like, what? I was like, okay.
But that's like me walking around every day like delusional. Like, because stuff like that happens to me on a day-to-day basis. It's like, oh, no, somebody paid for your gas. Like, I'm used to that. So I thought, but...
Yeah, I would have walked out with the cookies. He'd be like, you robbed me. I'm
like,
well, you said no.
You said
You only got to tell me twice.
You said no. Okay, so I have another question, too. What's the best gift a guy has ever, like, purchased for you?
The best gift? Dang. I don't know.
What's the worst gift?
The worst gift?
Yeah. No gift.
No gift.
No
the worst
gift.
Is no. The worst gift is saying, "Oh, I got you something," and I never see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I got you something. I just need. I'm like,
it's an epidemic.
Oh, when I see you, I'm gonna give it to you. I seen you 2 times and gave it to me. I cut you off. Like,
yeah.
Don't do that.
It's disrespectful.
Don't tell me you gonna do something or you got me something, and then when I ask for it, you act weird about it. Like, no.
Right.
Like, because I'm gonna ask you. If you tell me I'm gonna do something for you, I'm gonna make you stand on that.
Yeah, I really no actions over words. Like your words mean nothing. I hate that. Oh, I was going to do this for you. Oh,
why you didn't do it? I was like, oh, I was gonna like. What's the point? Why are you telling me what you were gonna do? Like you just trying to get my hopes up? Like
yeah, that's a strange species of men. Like I don't know. It's just weird. That kind of like upsets me. But no, like best gift you ever received. You're just like
no. I don't think I've got a best gift yet. Like
are you in a relationship?
No.
Oh, are you single? How long have you been single?
Probably like going on 3.5 years.
Oh wow.
Actually, yeah. This
single
October,
okay.
Like maybe next week will be like my 3-year anniversary.
Wow. It's like you're like glowing. That's probably because you're single. Like I feel like, if you have like a really good guy in your life that's like paying all your bills and stuff like that, then like yeah. But if the opposite is just you taking care of yourself and being single and flourishing, because everyone that I know that's like single and don't have kids just I don't know, age
Living
gracefully.
it.
They look good. They look skin clear.
What?
Don't even gotta go to the dermatologist because their skin is naturally just soaking in the singleness of life. So
Yeah, because when I was in a relationship, I was like stressed, okay, stomach issues, nervous,
what?
anxiety.
He was stressing you?
Yeah, and it's so funny because the other day I was laying in bed and I was looking at my notes in my iPhone, and my stuff went back to 2013. And I was reading a note, and
Were you saying stuff about the relationship? Why did I used to do that?
I looked, I said,
Yo.
damn, he was depressed.
Oh,
he was like, I don't know
my
what
God.
to do. I just want him to be happy. And I'm just like, I'm looking back. And then, so it was one in 2013 and then back in 2017, I'm saying the same thing, but a different relationship. I'm like, oh, is it me?
It's a pattern.
Is it who I'm picking? Because
It's a pattern. But now that I'm in your life, we're gonna make sure that it's up and it's stuck from here on now. Like, for real.
That's my goal, because I cannot. That's why I've been single. My ex-boyfriend, we were together like 4 or 5 years. And then before that, I was with my ex for like 7 years. So like my whole 20s were like from 16 to 28. I was in a relationship.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been single, like.
The notes thing is crazy though, because I really used to do that. I used to be like, if something would happen, I'm like, I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Like, wait, yeah, something like that. And then like it'll be little things, notes to like remember, things like that. And I would write them in my notes. Now I write good things, like I manifest good things in my note. It's all positivity because I have a guy that just worships the ground I walk on, and that I wish that for everybody, that everybody has somebody that cares about you unconditionally and spends on you limitless. So I'm wishing that for you, girl, too.
Me too.
Until then, just stay single. Because like, if you like, that's what I said. If you have to pay like your own bills, you need to stay single. In my head, and I know people are probably like, okay, well, you know. They be like, well, the guy has to, y'all have to live together and he pays all the bills. Like, I don't even believe in that. I believe we should live separate and you should pay my bills where I live at. I don't believe in we should unite households until we're married. And even then, I need an extra house or a condo or something so that I can have my separate space. That's why I don't let people take pictures of me, because this one time, like, this girl had posted this fucking ugly ass picture, and I was just like, you don't give a fuck about me. Like, it's clear. And I've never talked to her. This has been freaking 4 years. I ain't talked to her since, because like, no, you're not about to post an ugly picture of me and get away with it. And that's on Pretty Poopish, because I'm not about to be sitting here like looking crazy. And until this day, because the picture is still on her page, I report it till this day 4 years later.
Like, I untag myself.
When I remember, sometimes I just go back and report the picture because it's ugly. So, and she knows who she is. She does. Because it's like, after I tell you to delete it, why is it still up there 4 years later?
As a friend, like, you should be like, all right, I'll delete it. Like, or me, I'll send the picture and be like, you like this? Or no, I'll crop you out.
Yes.
And it's just like, well, you didn't look good in that picture, babe. Yeah,
my editing skills is so wild. I can erase somebody out and it'll never look like they was in the picture. So I've been editing for years. So the fact that it's just like so weird. It's like, oh, disrespectful. Yeah, you hate me. And
she hated you.
Yeah, you hate mine. Yeah.
She wanted to shine.
Yeah, and I feel like one day, like, people will be like, somebody will, I don't know, in my head, I always think people will go back to like some pictures or whatever and be like, oh, she don't look good because, you know, this picture, like one bad picture, you guys, 2 bad pictures. It's only take one bad picture to like, I don't know. It's just weird. But like with my birthday last year, I hired a photographer because I was like, I want everybody pictures to look good. It was my brother, but nevertheless, I did hire him. He lives in California, so I even paid for his ticket to come out here and like record everything because I wanted it to be perfect. Because I really don't trust people with like raw edits. Like, it scares me, actually.
I said the same thing because I was going to have a dinner and I was like, I'm going to hire a photographer. Mm-hmm. And they was like, why would you do that? You can take your own pictures. I said, I don't want to take my own pictures. And he was like, well, you're friends. And I'm like, I don't want my friends to take my pictures. I want everybody to be concentrating on looking good.
Looking good, smelling good. Yep.
I don't want that because at every event, I'm the one taking pictures. I'm taking my own pictures because
I'm the photographer for sure.
And I'm getting shots that I think would look good, but I'm just like, why nobody else got this eye? Like, why do I have to be the creative one too?
Why does
like,
nobody else have this eye? Like, facts.
Like, come on. Y'all my friends and y'all ain't got that same eye. That's crazy.
Right. And that's what I be feeling like. I was like, are you trying to sabotage me? That's what they felt like. So, Anyway, for real. Anyway, okay, let me see what else is on my cue cards because I'm trying to stay on topic. Well, actually, there's no topic. So anyway, oh wait, that was my question because you're an entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
So like, do you ever want to work for somebody again?
No, I don't ever want to work for nobody ever again.
Right.
But if I had to, I like, but wouldn't want to.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just don't want to. It's not even about the freedom. It's just the fact that somebody telling you what to do, and
Right.
then it's just like you're. So I'm an esthetician.
Right.
So back in Cali, I was doing it all from home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting all the money. So out here, I was applying to be an esthetician out here, and they was like, "Oh, we'll give you $15 an hour." I'm like, "What?" Because the facial is $110, and you only want to give me.
Word to capitalism. Like that is exactly how it works. Like
because the facial takes an hour. So it's just like.
No,
that's just like I'm working for you to get you better, but like, what about me?
Right.
Type of thing, and then just like having like going from that to that is just like no, like I cannot give 100% to somebody else. I need to. It made me want to do more for myself. Like
Right.
I'm like, wait, no, I can do 100%. If I could show up to this job and give them 100%, I can
Right.
do 100% for my own shit and get 100% of that money.
and not saying like you should do this, but like I hear people say this all the time. Like they work for these companies and take their customers, and then hey, this where I'm at. If you really want to, link up here. But I was thinking about this the other day, like. I don't know if this is gonna be like controversial, but I feel like there should be like a bad bitch loan for like women that are like pretty and have businesses and like are entrepreneurs, and like you just send in like a portfolio of like your pictures and your selfies and what you do for a living, and they give you like $10,000, $15,000.
Yeah, because they believe in you. Like you got the look, like
you got the look, you got the vibe, like that should be a thing.
So many people have told me that because I was either gonna move to Houston or Atlanta, and when I went to go visit Atlanta, that was a crazy trip.
Yeah, you told me a little about it a little later.
Yeah, so I met this barber, and we were talking, and he was like, "Oh, what do you do?" And I told him, he was like, "Oh yeah, Atlanta's a good place, for Black business." He was like, "And you got the look." He was like, "People gonna mess with you just because of the way you look." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then I came and visit here, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, like Houston's all about that, like."
Right.
You can get money. It's like, especially the way you look, the way you dress. Like, people gonna mess with you just because of that. And then, like, you have good work,
Why can't the government see this, though, and start handing out loans?
Like, it's just like, oh, I got my whole profile and give me that extra help that I need.
Yes, exactly. Like, I don't know, who's the president, right? Biden?
I don't know.
Maybe
Drake needs to do a scholarship like that.
Yes. Okay.
Drake and Future.
Drake. Okay.
They like the trick, so it's just like, why not?
Yeah, instead of like for all my dogs, it'll be for all the bad bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Bitches.
Scholarship. And Drake, if you use that, you owe me some money. I'm registered trademark.
Need that.
Listen. But no, for real.
I'm the first winner of that scholarship, please.
Listen, I really think that like this is not even me trying to be funny. Like I really feel like send in a portfolio, look fine as fuck, and like have a business plan and be like, wait a minute. I see something in you.
Yeah, because it be pretty girls, they ain't got no brain, and then attitude be trash.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the pretty girls, good personality.
Right.
They actually want to do something with themselves and not just sit there and look pretty, even though that's fun too. But
yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, well, you want to do a little bit. You want to make your own money too? Like, okay, let me help you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, men want to feel like they helping you. So it's just like, I'm helping her. Like, okay, baby, you did all that hard work. Let me give you some little extra, some fun for you.
No,
like
100%.
I could do that. Like,
speaking of men wanting to do something extra, so how long would you date somebody like before like you break up with them if they don't like propose? Do you even want to be married?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I want to be married. I want to have the kids.
Are your parents married?
That. My mom is married to my stepdad. They've been together for like a lot of years. I don't know.
Oh, is that Black Love?
Black Love. Oh, they do all the corny stuff. Like she does her, and he's just there for the ride. Let her do whatever she want to do.
Exactly how it should be.
Matching shirts. She get the matching shirt. He was like, all right, I guess I'm wearing it. Like,
right.
They go on trips and they do all that. So
wow. Okay. Yeah.
Definitely.
I love that.
Definitely want to get married. Definitely want to have the the establishment. Definitely want to be a housewife. I don't want to really do that.
So how long, like, if you're dating somebody, like, right now, because, wait, how old are you?
I'm 31.
31? Okay, and I'm 30, you guys.
Yeah, we're going to...
Yeah, we need to, But, okay, so, like, right now, if you're dating somebody, what's the time... Is there a time limit? Is there a time frame where they have to, like, propose?
Yeah, I would say 2 to 3 years.
2 3 years.
And I would say the reason is because after like a year, you know, you got the year, and that's like the honeymoon stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 years, it's just like, okay, this nigga get on my nerves a little bit. I might get on his nerves a little bit, but we still can, you know, and certain things happen in the year. You can see them mad. You can see them sad. You know, you can see them sad about something like a loss.
Yeah.
Or like, you can see like their different,
like their character.
stages
like
in life and how they handle stuff. Third year is just like, okay.
Core values, all that.
Yeah, all that. You kind of really get to know somebody like about the third year. And if you don't feel like you know me by the third year and you don't want to marry me, then bye.
Right. And I'm just one of them people that just feel like you should know, like.
You should know.
After, with me, 5 days. 5 business days. 5 business days.
5 days.
5 business days. Like, you should know. I mean, you don't have to propose to me, but you should know.
You should know I'm the one.
Because you know how when you get with, like, a guy, you start dating them or whatever, you, and keep in mind, you guys, I'm in a relationship. I broke up with him the other day, but I guess we back together. I don't know. We'll talk about that. But, no, but seriously, like, okay, so say when you vibing with somebody, like, you meet a man, you guys start dating. Every time I start dating a dude, it's like instantly they want to hang out all the time or whatever like that. You get what I'm saying? So that first 5 days is like, boom, it lets you know. And I swear it always carries the pace for me for the rest of the relationship. So
at one point, I was like, oh, I want 5 boyfriends. I'm like, what? You want 5 boyfriends? I'm like, yeah, because why not? 1.
Why not?
2,
yeah.
It's like,
because it's just dating.
It's just dating.
Yeah, it's just dating.
And when I say, oh, I'm like, it's not all about sex. I'm not humping everybody. It's just like, I want 5 boyfriends. And those 5 boyfriends are going to make sure I'm good.
Right.
And one of them boyfriends, if they don't want me to have 4 other boyfriends, they're going to make me they're going to do everything I need them to do.
Do what you have to do. But my boyfriend, everything is about me. Like, I can never do nothing wrong. Like, everything that I do is, like, perfect. And it's just, like, this is why I act the way I act because of him. Yeah. So it's like, oh, if I'm so perfect, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Word to Beyonce. So, but I did. Now we live in different cities now. So it's kind of like, that's why I told him, I was like, we need to probably take a break from each other. So we took, like, 24 hours to see, like, how we feel and...
That 24 hours be...
That 24 hours was crazy.
Vicious.
I'm telling you, it was crazy.
24 hours, y'all.
I like it happened. That 24 hours was crazy. And also, like, I've been doing, like, a lot of things and, like, going out and, like, doing me and stuff like that. And he's always supportive of me being a bad bitch. So that's always good. That. And I feel like even if we break up, that we'll still be, like, the bestest of friends because I consider him, like, one of my best friends. But right now, we're back together. So that's all that matters.
That's what I need me a man that supports me being a bad bitch.
Yes.
Like... I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I barely thought I was a bad bitch when I broke up with my ex. Like,
wow.
And I was like 3 years ago. Well, I was like, I felt like I was cute, but I was just like, okay. But it was just like, oh, you can't, you doing all that for attention. It was just kind of giving that. So it kind of had me like,
okay.
You know, like,
he was
not trying to be.
Yes.
And then the whole time, I'm just like.
The whole time you're a bad bitch. Yes. Yeah, discovering that you're a bad bitch is it's a different experience. I'm not gonna lie, because I think that people be trying to like trying to rush the glow up and stuff like that. But I feel like it's something that happens gradually.
Yes.
But I mean, either it's in you or it's not. So it was always there, and he was trying to just tell you like, okay, you're not a bad bitch.
Yeah,
like,
you're not like, oh, you trying to be like this and you trying to be like that. So it kind of. And I was younger.
Was he poor?
Too. No,
oh, okay,
he was younger than me though.
Okay,
but it was more.
Did y'all make equal money? He made more money than you.
So
because I always assumed that men
younger than me. He was like in college.
Oh, college is crazy. So he was poor.
But I didn't have to really like pay nothing.
Oh, okay.
We lived together. I didn't really have to pay anything, but it was more of like when we got into it, it was like, oh, you know. You don't pay shit, you gotta go. Da, da, da. It was that type of thing. So it was.
Wait, how long ago was this?
This was like 2019. 2018-ish.
And what was he going to college for?
He was playing football in college.
Huh.
He got his degree or whatever. I forgot.
Interesting. Yeah, because I always feel like guys who like don't want you to be a bad bitch or whatever, they like don't have any money, so they just.
He didn't want nobody to see me. He was just like, the first.
He wasn't hiding you from the world. He was hiding the world from you or something.
Yeah,
like that,
pretty much. It was just like, oh, you know, I don't like girls who go out, and me being just like, I want to do I want to be perfect.
Were you in
for
your
my
pick me
man.
stage?
Yeah, I want to do everything for my man, and I just
Not
wanna,
my man, my
I
man,
wanna
my
sit
man.
in the house, and while he goes out, and while he takes
know-
all the trips and stuff, I'm just sitting at home and like, oh, when you coming home, what do you want for dinner?
No, you weren't.
But then I was like that for probably like 2 years. Then it was like, oh, you never do this, and I'm just like, for what?
Yeah.
For what?
It was like a click in your head.
For what? Like, what
Yeah.
am I doing it for? And you over here?
I had a similar situation like that.
doing weird
years
shit.
ago.
Doing weird shit. And so I'm like, I think when I hit 30, that's when I was like, okay. Maybe 29. It was like 29.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I kind of stopped caring. And I stopped caring and I start caring. Like I stopped caring when
And
everybody
started
was saying,
going out and popping your shit, right?
And start
Okay.
like really like,
Because once you step out, like it's crazy because people don't know, like, once you step out and it's just like, because either you're a bad bitch or you're not. So once you step out and the world tells you, like, listen, I don't know if you know this, but you're a bad bitch.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And then I kind of like held back from it, like, oh, I don't like the attention, but I'm lying to myself. I love the attention. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't I like
I'd be
the
like that
attention?
too. Like, oh my God, no.
Like, no.
Stop reporting
but-
me. I do not want to be in y'all club.
But also, like, do I look good? Like,
yes,
I'm
exactly.
cute. Like, I got ready
yeah.
to get looked at like this.
Right.
So, like, look, like, I don't even got to tell you to look because you're going to look anyways.
Facts.
You're going to
Facts.
do that. You know, the double look, I mean, all the time. I'd be like, what is people staring at? My friend be like, because you're a bad bitch. I'd be like, oh, yeah.
No, literally, when I went out with my friend, this was like when I was like, this before I even moved to Texas. So this was like 7 years ago. And she was like, do you notice like people are staring at you? Do you notice when people stare at you? I'm like, no, I don't even notice. But it was because I was with a hating ass bum. And like, I just kind of kept my head down and stuff. Cause like, you know,
Didn't want to be seen.
yeah, you don't want to be seen or whatever, you know. And also, I was married before too, and my ex-husband, he was like, he was a hater. He definitely was a hater. So I will say that I've dated several haters in my life that didn't want me to be a bad
I don't
bitch.
want you to be a bad bitch.
Yep.
We hate a hater.
But you know, it's a lesson learned. I learned a lot of lessons, and that's just like in the past. And I tell people all the time, like, if they don't want to see you win, if they're like not your number one fan, they don't want to pay for your hair, your makeup, everything.
Then it's not worth it. It's really
No.
not.
At all.
Really not.
So,
Really not.
but moving on, because now it's just bringing up
Right.
things like, listen,
It's kind of
too
like,
many
oh, this
years.
happened.
Too many.
Okay,
But you know
anyways.
what? When I turned 25, I was in New York and I did like a girl trip in New York, and that's when I feel like, because New York, they'll make everybody feel fucking pretty as fuck, like gorgeous or whatever. When I was in New York, that was kind of like the vibe where you see like all the bad bitches put their fits together and like they really be showing out like when they go out, because everybody has their own personal style. I think that's what really inspired me. Like, oh wait, I need to step it up with the hair, the nails. It was definitely New York. At that moment, I was like, okay, wait.
Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's been my whole thing.
Facts. Oh yeah, you know what? I was gonna say, we're gonna close it off with this really quick though.
Okay.
Because I was gonna ask you, because we're supposedly supposed to be taking a trip, you guys. This, fingers crossed, because this is her birthday. So we want to take this trip. But I was gonna ask you, like, who is like the artist, who's your favorite like rapper that talks about tricking, that talks about spending money on women, catering to women?
Lil Baby.
I knew I was gonna say the same thing. Lil Baby and Future, even though he's very toxic.
He
I mean,
gonna
both
say
of
it
them
every
are.
time. Lil Baby gonna buy the titties. He gonna buy the ass. He gonna do it.
Right.
Future too.
Future too.
And we know Drake will too.
Yeah,
you
Drake
just
will
gotta
too.
look like, I don't know. What
But
he look like
in
for
Drake's
Drake.
new album, he wasn't talking about enough like spending money. I mean, I guess he got tired of. He like, it's only so many Birkin bags I can buy.
His new album, I said, you taking the wrong girls on vacation. Because it was just like, all the songs, he was like,
He said, act like you're not used to Sheraton
Bahamas.
stay. Where are you finding these girls? Where is you finding
He said,
these
you
girls?
fucked up my Bahama trip. I wouldn't, what? Like, why are you going with these weird?
What song did he say that?
It's Bahama Promises.
Oh, he
And
said
he was like, you fucked up my Bahama trip. And then it's another song where the girl crying about eating oxtails and something. The whole, it's like a whole 30 seconds of it. I'm just like,
really listen to it. Yeah.
like, why are you taking them on the trip? Like, these are ungrateful females.
Mm-hmm.
But like, through the whole album,
You'll be grateful?
hear him
You'll be
say
grateful?
something about a trip. He was like, oh, the trip of your nigga is so anti. Like, just certain things he said in the album. I'm just like, you dead ass taking the wrong people on a trip.
You like, it should be me.
It should be me.
should be
I'm
me.
very, Joe on vacation is a time.
A time, right? He's just taking the wrong bitches on trip. Yeah. No, and that's literally See, that's the thing about me. Like, I'm very selective about rap music because it literally it has to be like a certain type of rap music. They have to be talking about spending money on women because I only want to manifest good energy. They have to be talking about buying the bags and what I'm supposed to do when the rack's blue and, you know. Yeah. What did Future say? Her favorite color blue. I bought her Tiffany's. Like,
that's my favorite song too. That
girl, that is my favorite Future song.
That's my favorite song.
My flaws, girl. That is
my song. Like, if you look on my my Apple Music, that's the top song I played last year.
That was my number one song last year.
Top song. Wow. That Flaws and All.
Wow. I'm telling you, every time I get mad, I can get mad at anybody. I'm playing that song. I feel like that song is catered to when you're upset about something. Yeah. You go ahead and you play that song.
What do he say? I can't step out with you because he popular. I be like, yeah.
I'm telling you, he be hyping it up. Yeah. It's like some songs I be like, okay, Future. But a lot of his music, same with Lil Baby. Yeah. But I think in one of Lil Baby's song, he said, called Gunna, he be buying them purses. I'm like,
oh yeah, the Birkin, yeah.
Thanks for letting me know because I'm gonna tell my homegirl Gunna be doing buying the purses. Like,
okay, so Gunna get the Birkin, you got you got the surgery, and you gonna pay for it,
right? Because he will talk about that. But it's a lot of rappers that talk about that. Like Money Man, he used to be one of my favorite rappers. And do you listen to Money Man?
No, I don't. I have like 2 of his songs on my playlist, and I didn't know it was him. And I'm like, who is this? And
21 Savage talk about a lot of spending money too. I don't listen to him, but he do talk
21.
About
21 and who else? Lil Durk do too, but he talks about spending money
Lil
on his bitch.
Does. He really does.
I like that. So it's just like all that other stuff. Like that's why I like male rappers. I really don't like the female rappers. Like.
What do you mean?
Like I like female rappers, but I like to hear male rappers more.
Yeah, let's clarify that.
I don't know. Like,
so wait, you don't have any favorite like female rappers?
My favorite female rapper used to be Eve. Like,
okay, you take it back.
Yeah, take it back. But now, like, I listen to female rappers. Like, I listen to Nicki. I listen to Cardi sometimes, Lotto sometimes, Meg.
Right.
Sometimes.
Do you know who Ken the Man is?
Yes.
Okay.
So
she's one of my favorites.
Her, but I didn't like meet her. But I kind of like met her. She looked at me and I said hi. We were at I don't think she remember. It was at Forget Me Not.
Oh, okay.
And I was just like, oh, and she was like, just kind of like a cross. Yeah. That's what happens here in Houston. Like, they'll look at you and like, I'm not like I'm just like, oh, that's. Okay, hi. Like, I'm just gonna treat you like you're a regular person. Like, hi. I'm not gonna be like, oh my God. But if it was like, Lil Baby or something, I'm all in your face.
Right.
Other people, I'm just like, oh, hi. Like, I see them. We make eye contact. And if they say hi, I'll say hi back. Because I don't like to bother people. Like,
yeah, I don't like to bother people.
It's like, they see me, I see them. It's good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I love her music. I love her. I like Lakia.
Oh, I like Lakia too.
Yeah. I don't know who else do I like. Oh, Little Kayla, she's from Cali, so I know you know who that is. Okay, she's from Cali. I
like Dez too, though.
Des Dior, she has one song that I like. Up Next, that song is a good song.
Yeah, I barely started listening to her. Now I'm like,
I like a less vulgar music, but I don't listen to Sexy Red, but I respect her hustle. I like her vibe, everything, the aesthetic. But I don't listen to Sexy Red. I don't even listen to Ice Spice. It's a particular type of rap music, female rap.
If it plays, I'll hear it, but I'm not. Oh, let me put on this. Yeah, it's just like okay, it's playing.
But I don't hate none of them. Like I hate on bad bitches is weird.
Yeah, I don't hate them. I'd rather just listen to males. Like I don't know. I just kind of like that vibe. But I'll listen to female. If it come on, I'll listen to it. I'm like, oh my God, I hate her. I'll never say that.
Right. Facts.
It's just not. It's not my tea.
Yeah. So, but wait, who's a celebrity that you did meet and you were kind of starstruck?
Who did I meet? Oh, what's his name? Snowfall.
Is that Idris Elba?
No. Oh. Lori Harvey's man.
Michael B. Jordan?
No, her new man.
See, my sister be having a new man. I didn't even know that.
I can't think his name.
Wait, she has a new man.
Yeah, babe. I think they've been together for like a year now.
What?
It's Deirdre, something with a D.
Oh, yeah, she do. Oh my God, that slipped my mind. Yes, she do got a new man. Oh, a queen that moves on. Listen, people need to take notes.
What? Because once I seen it, I'm like, okay, like, why? Like, it's a no. But you to be stuck on a nigga, like, no, just move on.
Whatsoever, especially.
Who cares what people
say?
Do
your Pilates, eat your veggies. Take care of your skin, and it'll be easier every time to move on. Like, it moves good to move on when you look good. But where did you meet him at?
This place called Harriet's in LA.
Oh, okay. Was he nice?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I was like, hi, I'm Joe." He was like, "Oh, I'm blah blah blah."
Blah blah blah. Don't
I can't say his name.
Is it Damien?
Yeah, Damien. Yeah,
Damson
Idris.
Damson Idris. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, he has the same name, Idris.
Yeah.
Are they brothers?
I think they're still from the UK though.
Oh, they're from the UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it was him and then the guy from Get Out with the big eyes. It was
Big
both
Eyes
of
is
them.
crazy.
And
The
I was
guy
like,
from Big Eyes is crazy.
well, I can't think of his name. But they were like my friend, because my friend, she's like a model in LA, and so like we were in the same area. So she was like, so I was like, oh hi, I'm Joe. He was like, oh yeah, I'm blah blah blah, and I'm blah blah blah. I acted like I didn't know who they were, but I knew who they were, but like I wasn't like, oh my god, you're. Damn, saying da da da. I'm like, okay, you gonna tell me your name, and I'm gonna tell you my name, and then I'm gonna shake your hand, and then
Right.
But I was like, oh my god, that was him. Like when I walked away, I'm like, oh, that was so far.
And that's such a LA thing.
Oh my
you
god,
just run into
you run into him all the time.
It's a Cali thing, but really LA. Like you run into people all the time. But
yeah.
I will say, well, have I been starstruck before? I don't know if I've been starstruck because I know how to play it really cool, but I did. Okay, wait. So there was 2 times. I met Jamie Foxx at North Park Mall in Dallas, and he was shopping. This was during the pandemic, and he had his mask on, and his friend had came up to me, and he was like, oh, do you want to meet Jamie Foxx? And I'm just like, see, I always do this when people say crazy stuff. He was like, oh, I'm here. No, actually he didn't say that. He was like, oh, I was actually in the Neiman Marcus. And he was like, oh, yeah, my friend Jamie Foxx, da da da. I'm like, okay, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, sure. And then he was like, no, he's right here. And then Jamie Foxx pulled down his mask, and it was Jamie Foxx for sure. And he was nice. And they just said hi. And just whatever. And they were just walking the mall. And then this past July, I went to New York, and I did meet Drake twice. I know. I did meet Drake twice. I literally, when I met him, I text my family, and like, y'all, this is before the For My Dogs album, so I want to be like, oh my God, he's probably, listen, I mean, he's always been, but nevertheless, so yeah, I met him twice, and it's crazy because I know you have to set, like, they say, like, don't meet your heroes, but Drake was so fucking nice.
He was not. He seemed like a nice
when
guy.
I tell y'all, Drake was so fucking nice, and I've been dying to tell this story. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I got to meet him twice, and each time he was nice. So
he just seems like a nice guy. Just like somebody asked me about Lil Baby. I was like, would you like sleep with him? I'm like, no. I'm like, actually, I would want to hang out with him.
That's what I always say. That I just be like
a cool nigga to hang out with.
You know what's so crazy is I don't even be thinking like that either. I just be thinking like. I don't even really, this is crazy. I don't even really care to meet celebrities. I love their music so much that I wouldn't even really care to meet them.
Right.
But when I met Drake, I was scared because I was like, what if he's like, and I'm gonna be like, oh my God, I could never listen to Worst Behavior again, or I could never listen to Can I, one of my favorite Drake songs. And, but no, he was really nice. And
he seemed like nice.
And he said, happy birthday to me. And it was not my birthday. But now it is.
It was your birthday that day. It was your birthday. I would be like, oh, I got
that's a whole different story. But he did say happy birthday to me, and he was nice. So that was like the 2 moments I was like, okay, I'm kind of starstruck. But
I would have starstruck.
But you know what? We're gonna end it on that note. We're gonna end it on that note. But you guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and then also you can watch. Well, yeah, you can watch it on here, but you can check out the podcast on it'll be on Spotify, like all streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music. Apple Music, is that a thing? Where is it? Apple, I don't know.
I think
podcast. Where you search up podcast, the podcast should be there, and you should be able to find it. And follow Joe on Instagram. You can say,
Joe. It's Joe's World on Instagram, TikTok, and then I'll be having my YouTube come out soon.
Yes. And maybe we can put the blog on there because we probably going to do like the LA blog.
So it's Joe's World, 2 O's. Yeah, I think it's 2 O's
Yeah,
or 3.
I kind of ended that abruptly. They're gonna be like, "Girl, what happened? Earthquake?" Like, no, we just
ended.
yeah, we had a vibe, it's conversation.
You got it.
But yeah, and then you guys also you can like if you guys want to know more stories about spending money, getting money, all that. Don't forget to join my Patreon, which will always also be linked in the description box. And then yeah, give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more, I'm so excited. We did good. I was a little nervous.
Yeah, I felt like we was just talking in like
yeah
conversations.
Good.
Easy.
Yeah.